And let's do the last one. Okie dokie. Welcome everyone. The idea of today's training is to work as a sequence. So since you know me and you know how it works, all the sequence, the idea is to try not to stop as many times as you can, but you can stop as many times as you need, not as you want, but as you need. So we always gonna start, sorry, I just made the Michael Jackson move. We're gonna always start easy and suddenly it starts to become a little bit harder. So lay down on the ground, extend your arms on the ground, relax your head and your neck on the ground, but start by activating your core. That means squeeze those abs super tough. Activate and squeeze your abs and we then start to push. The toughest you get inside, so your lower back must go against the ground. So start to feel that you, with your lower back, you're doing a lot of pressure against the ground. We are only going to take 1 minute here, so relax those arms, relax your head, but not your core. It's always pushing inside. I just opened the window a little bit and I'm freezing already. Man, it's cold outside. Copy, let's do it. Take your toes only on the ground, activate that core, do not disengage that core, and let's start by moving both knees over your hips and touch the ground with your toes to restart all over again. This is gonna be our first move, and this is gonna be the easy one of today. Try this. Always your core is pushing inside, so your lower back will never be left off the ground. So your lower back is always on the ground. Check if the arms are super relaxed so far because we don't need to use them. Same as your neck, same as your head. We don't need to use them at all. It's just the core. And here, the front part of our hips, those are the hip flexors. This is just like a warm-up. So enjoy the warm-up, especially for your hips, especially for your core and your lower back. Should we go just a little bit harder? We're gonna keep exactly the same. The only difference for every time you touch the ground or for every time we touch the ground, just lift your arms over your head. And for every time you pull your knees, start by lifting your shoulder blades off the ground to restart. First, we go down with the shoulder blades and the head. Then we open, bring your hands or your arms over your head. And then when we pull inside, we also lift both of the shoulder blades off the ground. Now, right now, your core will do two actions. The first one, and always, it's always pushing inside. And the second one, your core, when you want to lift yourself off the ground, your core needs to pull yourself off the ground. So good luck on that one. Check if your lower back is always, no matter what, against the ground. This will be like a really good foundation for those ones that you have some hernias going on there. I hope you only have a half or one at least, and not two or three. Last 30 seconds, please. Remember, you can stop as many times as you want or you need. I hope everyone at home is ready for what it's coming. Let's in on a third step. So basically, so far we have been just touching the ground with the toes, bringing the arms over the head, and then we just simply lift our shoulder blades off the ground, right? Let's go for it. Extend, go forward, go forward, go forward, pull back those knees, and then we go down to restart. So we have our first movement, touching the ground with both of our arms over the head. Then we're gonna lift those shoulder blades and keep a lot of tension on that core to go for the extension, to go down, to pull those knees to yourself, and then reset to restart all over again. The main goal here is to never move fast. So it's never, never, never a race. When we train Pilates, it's not a race. It's not about, look at me, I'm the best one. I can do 100 of these ones inside a minute. I mean, if you want, you can do it. But I will prefer to work slower and always keep in mind, thinking on those 3 steps. Each step needs to be done perfectly. So the first step, you need to always keep that lower back against the ground. The second step, you need to really feel that those shoulder blades, they go off the ground. And the third, it's when you extend those legs and you bring them closer to the ground. It's a lot of control and tension, obviously. How's the core so far? Do you all know that I can see you, right? And it's a good thing. Let's go for the last 30 seconds and probably 32 seconds, I will say. Nice, 15 seconds to go. Is that okay? How's the core so far? Well, well. Good news, we still have another more. So let's try it. So far, we have been touching the ground, we have been lifted, we have pulled our legs, and then we have found our limit, right? Now start to work also with those arms. Bring them over or behind your head. Then just pull both of your legs and your arms, bend and relax to the starting point. Activate that core, so always check if it's tight. Touch the ground first. Then we're gonna lift both of the shoulder blades. Go for both of your legs. First, bring both of your legs down. When you have them, stop them, and then bring your arms. Once you have the maximum you can, without losing that lower back off the ground, pull both together. Bend both of your knees. Down we go, and even if you want here, once you have done a couple, you can also do this. That means you can rest, deactivate everything, to later start all over again. A lot of control, a lot of strength to lift, a lot of control once again. And here comes a lot of strength once we bring those arms crossing the head and when we need to pull them. Super, super, super good luck. Welcome for our Monday training. Kensho at home, how are you feeling? Smile if you feel good. Nice. You can lie, yeah? You can also smile if it hurts, no worry about it. Topi, let's go for the last 30. Is that okay? Raise your hands if you agree with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, perfect. Lisan was really fast. She took the arms really fast. No. How's that core? Challenging? Fifteen seconds. Let's go for the last 5, 4, 3, 2. What do you say if we say good morning for the first roll up? And since the legs are working really closer to the ground and those arms are behind, let's try it, shall we? So do the whole sequence, but at the end, we add on a roll up. So this is gonna be our starting point, the arms over your chest. Same as before, open yourself, touch the ground, lift both of your shoulder blades, go for the extension. First, both of your legs goes to the ground. Your arms goes behind, and from here, a big circle to lift and to sit down super straight. Once you got it, slowly down, slowly down, slowly down. And when you feel just the lower back on the ground, pull first both of your knees, extend. And this is gonna be the end to restart. First we bend, touch the ground, lift both of your shoulder blades, same as before. We pull, open, 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 try to find the ground. Once you got it, arms over your head, keep your shoulder blades off the ground all the time. Big circle will help you to lift, to sit down super straight. So try to feel for the first time that you sit down on your sit bones. Those are the bones and your hips. Once you have them, round your spine, down we go. And once you really feel, literally you feel the lower back landed on the ground, pull your knees, extend, and then relax, bend. Start all over again if you want, or take a tiny break in between. We know the sequence for the core, right? So the last move, pay extra attention. How much more straight can you sit down on the ground? Think about that. How much more can you pop up your chest? You forgot it, don't worry. Marianne, whenever you can, watch the camera and watch your name. I have changed your name now. 20 seconds, please, team, let's do it. Let's go for the really good feeling. Let's go for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit the reset button. That means take a break. If you want, you can grab a sip of water. If you want, you can run away or go for a coffee or tea. We're going to start with our second part of the sequence, and it's 100% of the roll-ups. 100%, we're going to work with a lot of roll-ups. So good luck on this one. The main goal of this second sequence is to make your core much stronger. It's to keep your posture from here to here, and also to make those hamstrings a little bit bigger. We're gonna try it. We're gonna start with an easy one. With both of your arms over your head and your legs on the ground, just take both of your arms over your chest first. The chin goes to the chest, and then start to roll, roll, roll. Let's go for a little strength. Now bring those arms the highest you can. It's like somebody grabs your wrist or your arms and somebody pulls from them, and then down we go with a lot of control. That's it. Once we are completely laying down on the ground, we go again. First, we point forward with the arms. That's the direction we want to go. And then we go the highest we can. It's like somebody grabs us and pulls us. Keep it only for 2 seconds, and then round your spine with a lot of control if you can. Try not to fall. We go down. Easy moves. We have the roll up to go. Always point forward. At the end, we need to sit down super, super straight. Try to really reach the highest you can. Don't be afraid, I went for water. I'll be back. Let's go for the last 15 seconds, please. And the cat is back. Let's do some 5, 4, 3, 2. Toby, who's ready to start to pull from those hips or to pull from the hamstrings? Keep the same steps, the same steps. The only difference before we go down, now we're gonna need to go forward. So arms over your chest, point forward, that's the direction we want to go. Pull as much as you can. So before we move, feel that you're sitting on your sit bones. If you can feel that, try to maintain your spine still straight and start to push forward, forward, as much as you can. When you feel, literally, you feel that need of rounding, that's gonna be it. We're not gonna round it. Try to go forward, 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 and then back to straight. And then, yes, we do round, I was running, and yes, we go to the ground. So let's think about your back, your spine. Goes round when we go up. Goes super straight, so sit down on your sit bones, and then keep it straight. Go forward, start to push, 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 more, as much as you can. Always straight. When you literally feel and you need to wrap it, you need to stop, back to straight, and then back to the round when we go down to the ground. With this one, I think we are not going to be friends at all. The moment you start to push forward with your back super straight, you're going to feel something really awesome on your hamstrings, plus your lower back. So your lower back will be working a lot, actually. And your hamstrings, they need to release a lot. So make sure at home you're not rounding your spine when you're forward. How good it feels. Feels good? Smile or thumbs up? Nice, 2 thumbs up, nice. All right, let's go for the last 20 seconds. Nadia, you have the full playground today, right? What happened with school? I think they were open already. Oh, not? Oh man, I'm not gonna see anything, okay. 5, 4, 3, 2. Toby, time to round. Just find a little bit. Keep the same steps. Don't take any step away. That means we roll it. We pop it to the ceiling. Now, first, we always go as far as you can with your spine super steady. How do you know if it's steady? Well, basically pop up your chest all the time. And if it helps, you can keep your arms to the front. If it helps, to start to push as much as you can. When you feel you're gonna push any longer because it's something, it's blocked here or here, then it's the moment we round as much as we can. And we try to always push even more forward And we're gonna hold it for 5 seconds. After those 5, we don't need to go back again with a straight back. We're just gonna hit the ground to restart all over again. So think about, again, your spine goes round, goes super, super straight. And here you can choose arm over your head or arms to the front. You can always choose. Keep it straight, push, 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 push. When you cannot go any longer, then we go around. We'll try to hold at our maximum level of stretch for 5 seconds and then release it. Now at home, how do you know if you're working well, especially the stretch of the hamstrings? Well, they need to hurt, sorry. Yeah, you need to feel a little bit of pain, a little bit. So let's put a scale of pain. From 1 till 5, 5 it's a lot of pain. You should feel between 3 and 4. I know that Julie wants to feel a 15, but no, keep it 3 or 4. It's Monday after all. So take your time to always go for the full stretch in those hamstrings. We still have the last minute, the last 60 seconds. If you really need to stop, you can always stop, shake it off, then back to action again. That's a new exercise. It's called Knuffle Pilates. "30 seconds to go, halfway before we stretch." Let's go for the last 5, 4, 3, 2. Awesome. How are we feeling? How's the lower back? How's the hamstrings? Pretty much. I'm gonna work to the front of the camera so you can see it, because the next ones, we're not gonna roll up anymore. Yay. But yes, we're gonna aim for the inside of the hips. Yay, not so yay. And then we're gonna aim for the lower back. So this is gonna be our starting point. I'm gonna try to find some space in my living room there. Have you seen the tulips? You haven't said anything about the tulips. Huh? I'm gonna remember that. They survived the snow yesterday. Don't ask. All right, we're gonna start with sitting super straight. We need to stretch 2 times. The first one, we push forward, same as before, as much as you can for only 2 seconds. Once you have those 2 seconds, back to the straight, open the widest you can, and try to push as forward as you can for 5 seconds now. Once you have those 5, we're just gonna bend again to the center to go, and maybe in those 2 seconds, a little bit more forward. Once you release it, don't forget to sit down straight. Don't forget to squeeze the sides of your butt to open the widest you can. And then push as far as you can. But when you're pushing with both of your legs wide open, try to round the spine as much as you can. Round it. By rounding your spine, you're releasing your lower back a lot, actually. So 2 stretch, easy stretches for this one. Always go back to the sitting, super straight sitting position. First one is with both of our legs together, and the second one with both of our legs completely wide open as much as you can. Now, the main question will be, when both of your legs are really wide open, where precisely do you feel that it is somewhere it's stuck? Where? Is it more here in the inside part of your hips, your abductors? Is it more the stuck feeling coming from your lower back, or still the feeling it's on your hamstrings? And I hope it's not all of them. More the abductors, nice. Perfect, let's go for our last 30 seconds, please. Always keep in mind this, when we work stretch, take your time. It's not a race again. And you don't need to do sudden moves, always slow moves. Try to feel your limit. And once you have that limit, try to work on that limit and maybe a little bit more. So go for less than 10 seconds. So probably we can do it only once more. The good news are coming. We're gonna start playing monkey. So we're gonna roll back and forth, but because now is literally we need to release our lower back. Find some space behind you, not so much. We're not gonna extend our legs so far. This is gonna be our starting point now. Sitting down on the ground, super relaxed. The opposite of relaxed will look something like this, right? Super steady. That's the opposite. We don't need a pressure on the lower back. So start always relaxing your spine. You can grab your legs or from down under or behind, or you can grab your legs from the front of your knees, or even you don't need to grab your legs and just bring your hands or on the ground or on your lower back. You can choose. We need to roll backwards, make yourself super tiny and choose only one of your legs. Go for the extension on one. Reset, go for the other one. So we aim for the stretch on one, a little bit more on one side of the lower back. Reset, roll the back forward, touch the ground, we restart. First we roll, make yourself tiny, go for the full extension as you can. One leg, release it, the other leg, and release it. Topic, easy peasy. Super good feelings, easy feelings. We don't need to go crazy on this one. Now here comes the good news. By releasing one of your, by extending one of your legs, one side of your lower back will release. Remember, we need to extend the leg or make that leg straight, and it's not a kick, so you don't need to kick. It's just an easy extend, and then release it off. If by any chance anybody is starting to feel a little bit, just simply stop. It will go away, that feeling of dizziness. How good it feels so far. Does it feel good? Can we start only 1 minute with both of the legs now? Both legs go for the extension. What do you say? A big roll. Always make sure before you move your legs, always make sure you're a tiny, tiny little ball. So you're really tiny. And from there, let's try to go first for both. As much as you can. Release it. And then down we go again to the front, feet on the ground to restart. Roll, make yourself super tiny, go for an easy and slow full extension of both of your legs, bend, and reset. When we extend both of the legs, always do it slowly. Remember, we are stretching. especially the lower back plus hamstrings. Perfection, less than 30 seconds, please. Right now, your lower back plus your hamstring, they should be ready to go. And I hope we are, because our next step will be a lot of strength. Oh yeah, I hope you're ready. 15 seconds, so probably we can do that roll once more. With one time more, I'm super happy. With two, well, it's like cheesecake level happiness. Good night. So far, super good. Our spine is totally released. The lower back is open. Anybody at home feels a little bit dizzy or not? Are we still okay? Can you see only one Manu still on the screen? Because if you can see two Manus, then it's not a good sign. It's the end of the world. Two Manus, it's too many Manus in the world. How much space do you have? Yeah, that's where we want to go. Roll it backwards. Easy and slow extension backwards. Go for both of your legs, slowly up, slowly up, slowly up. The highest you can go. Bend both of your knees. And then down we go. And add on a full stretch forward. Stretch forward. And then after here, 3, 4, maybe 5 seconds, release it, sit down super comfortable, so restart again. Bend both of your legs. Our first move is always the roll backwards. Make yourself super tiny. Second move, it's a slow, full extension of your legs. And the third, again, super slow, we start to squeeze the butt plus your lower back to go the highest you can. So let's work a lot of strength plus a lot of balance. Once you feel, yeah, I cannot go any higher, bend slowly and add on at the end, when we roll to the ground, add on a really nice stretch again for that hamstring, those hamstrings, sorry, and you know that moving forward, 3, 4, 5 seconds. After those, just release, bend your legs to restart all over again. Now here comes the options. If at home, both legs going higher, it's too difficult or you don't feel secure enough, work with only one leg. So only with one, you try to go the highest. So with only one, we do something like this. We go backwards. And since we need to work with only one, extend only one, and that only one goes to the ceiling. The other leg needs to remain always bent. So we'll give you a lot of balance here on the center. Once you have one, you can choose. Or you go for the second leg, or you just release it. And then on the second one, you use the other leg. So options here at home, both legs. Go for the full Pilates option, full challenge. Or if both legs you don't feel so secure, then work with only one leg. Your main goal here is to go the straightest you can and the highest you can. So do not stop until you can feel literally with your toes the ceiling or a light, a lamp. Careful, huh? I hope the light doesn't have any cables outside. Otherwise, it will be funny to see it from here. Bzz, bzz. This one, it's gonna be our last sequence, and it's one of the most difficult moves, especially for the lower back, because right now your lower back cannot understand anything. First, you stretch the lower back, suddenly you ask for a lot of strength for the lower back, and suddenly you stretch it again, the lower back. So the lower back goes like, what's going on here? Decide yourself. I'm not gonna say 60 seconds, that's old fashioned. Let's go for 55 seconds more. Sounds better. Thirty seconds to go. Fifteen seconds to go. How good it feels. How's everything? Let's finish off that sequence that you have started or you're about to finish, and that's it. Whee! So far, so good. Yeah, was not easy at all, especially going higher. Doch? Let's go for super, super easy fitting. This means turn around. Sorry, I couldn't find the words in English. Turn around, please. Let's go for the good feeling. Let's go for a little bit of strength on those arms, on your triceps and your chest, plus a really good feeling for your lower back. Keep your knees on the ground, wider than your hips line. We're gonna push the ground away and then fit, push your hips. So try to fit your hips in between both of your knees to relax, to stretch, to start to really go for the good stretch for that lower back. Hold it here. It's not a race now. We're gonna hold it a little bit longer than 5 seconds. Go for the double, 10 seconds approximately. Then release it and down, we're gonna go. That crack, that was my knee actually. Let's do it again. You're gonna push, you're gonna go backwards, stretch, stretch, stretch. Even if you want, watch, I'm gonna show you an option if you want. I'm gonna take away one arm so you can see it. Instead of stretching here, probably your neck has a little bit of tension. You can also take your head to one side. Don't forget if, and this is a big if you're rotating your head, the second one, you should rotate your head also to the other side. By rotating your head whilst you're pushing backwards, if your neck is really, really stiff or stuck, it will help you a lot actually. I have said the magic words, neck, stuff, and release, yeah. A little bit less than 30 seconds. I would love to say 26 seconds actually. So probably right now you must be thinking, oh, this feels so nice, pushing the ground, it's so easy. Don't worry, the next one, it's not gonna be that easy, but we're gonna try to keep it easy. We still have the first part, we still have the stretch on that lower back, but instead of 10 seconds, let's go for just a little bit less. Let's go for the half, 5 seconds, so stretch as much as you can. Now, the moment we start to go forward, watch this. The moment you feel that your chest, it's literally over your hands, here, my chest is not over your hands. My chest is right here. So I need to go even more forward. The moment I literally feel that my chest, it's above my hands, here comes a good thing. Lift both of your knees and let's work the balance. Lift one of your foot, lift the other one, Lift one of your hands, point forward. Lift the other one, point forward. Knees on the ground, and then we go down. So here comes our full sequence. We need to push. We need to keep pushing backwards, and for 5 seconds, you're going to stretch that lower back a little bit more. We're going to open it. After those 5 seconds, you need to be self-sure that your chest is above your hands. If that is happening, lift both of your knees and work your balance. By lifting one of your foot off the ground just a little bit, now your core plus your lower back will work a lot. One foot, the other foot. One hand, try to point exactly forward. The other hand on the other arm, point exactly forward. Knees on the ground, and now we're gonna go. Prima? Super good luck. Think about this. We have two parts on this training. The first part is super nice. We just need to push away and just stretch our lower back. The second part, it's a lot of strength. "20 seconds, last ones." I'm just watching outside. We have a second snowstorm, I think. Everything is flying away. Okay, good to know. 5, 4, 3, 2, infection. Stop, release a little bit. Shake off those arms. So far, so good. Should we go for the full challenge? Splendid. Let's try it. Knees on the ground. We push, we lift, we stretch. We know this move. Start to stretch as much as you can. Hold it 5 seconds, 6 seconds. Once you have them, release it. Come forward, and here comes. Try, if you can, to rotate to one side of the room. So all the weight comes to one hand, but the other part of our weight remains on one foot and the other foot on the ground. Try to rotate your chest. Rotate right down and turn the other side. Back down, knees down. Completely done. Let's go again. Round number 2. Toes on the ground, knees on the ground, hands on the ground. We always first push, lift your knees, and go backwards for the full stretch now, a little bit deeper for that spine. After 5 or 6 seconds, first come forward and try to work your balance. Take all the body weight of yourself to one side and rotate your chest plus your hips. Once you have rotated, don't hold it too long, back to the center, and search for the other side. Once you have it, don't hold it too long, remember, back to the center, knees on the ground if you want to, or even better, without the knees, then we go down. So it's all about working our balance now with a lot of strength. When you rotate or to the right or to the left, do it slowly. Don't do it fast. What is the worst case scenario that can happen when you rotate? Well, you can lose your balance, and the ground is so easy and closer. Here it comes, good news. Last 60 seconds of our tough workout here for the core and the balance. And after this, we will start to stretch a lot. After all, it's Monday, we need it. Twenty seconds, only the last 20. Let's go for the last 5, 4, 3, 2. Lekker. So good. Let's go for the good ones. Keep your knees underneath your hips. Keep your hands underneath your chest. Let's start by stretching. Rotate to one side. Stop here, relax. Count between 15 to 20 seconds. So it's a little bit longer than before. You don't need to even activate your core on this one. Just relax. Once you have those 15 or 20, you're just gonna switch onto the other side for another 15 to 20 seconds. 3 times, please, to the right side. 3 times, please, to your left side. Three and 3. Kensho at home, how are you feeling so far? Good? Yeah. It's the human contortionism, how to communicate, yeah. Okay, just in case, because I'm recording the session, supposedly I'm recording only my screen, but now I'm gonna stop the recording. So just in case, if I disappeared, it's because I touched something wrong, okay? But just in case if I disappear, it was really nice to see you all. And I will probably see you again next Monday. Top. Finish off, please, those sets of 3 and 3. And wish me luck with the recording. I don't know if